Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And it fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Number 18.
A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take the first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Ravens nothing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. There's Jackson on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 46-yard line.
Check. Check, hot. Check. Mike,
and now Jackson will look to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. 3rd down here.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
At the 37-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Here's Carter now on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Cincinnati.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Going deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Ravens 7.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down now. It's Ingram, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson now, throwing on 3rd and long. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete to
John Ross. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Chris Moore returning it. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
First and 10.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chuck Clark. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And it's third down. 3rd and long.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bengals 35, Ravens 7. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
It's now 2nd and 10.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And 10 yards to go.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Kick is good.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And he's taken down. Back back at his own 7. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Where are you? 57's Mike.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Safe, safe, safe. Watch
Jackson now. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ingram again. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
57's right. Get him. Hey.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Geno Atkins got home that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
It's 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Bengal first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow on a slant complete to Green. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice catch there by A.J. Green, and at the beginning of his career, a perennial Pro Bowl receiver. Been dinged up a little bit the last 2 years, but now he gets a fresh start. Without his friend and quarterback, Andy Dalton, his leadership will be key.
It was Cameron Wake who got in there to make the play.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got homies that can sleep with them. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of them. Walk up in the spot like ain't no poppin' in. Come pop it for me cause I'm actually poppin' in. Yeah.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
To number 18.
A.J. Green
Touchdown.
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Cincinnati.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Switch it up. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier. He was brought
Look,
down.
all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check it back, check it back. Middle. 57's Mike.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson being chased out left. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Show it up. Show it up. You at X. Check it up.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson buying time to it, and I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, report. Report. 55, Mike. You don't know no better. 55's Mike, guys. 55. Corner. Check safety. Check safety. Kill. Switch it on.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Bengals 52, Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. Now increase here as he's past the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now Burrow on first down. He completes it to Boyd. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Do what you do.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's now
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check 50, check 50. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Covington picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final score, Bengals.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.